Review as well. Been doing some a bit of a refurbishing here. On my ZVS here I decided to clip the innate into this little part of the box. Look at that, made for it. I just clip that on there and that stays secure. Then on there. Perfect. That's worked out quite well. As to why this sucked out, well, the reason why I didn't pull a vacuum on it, I haven't got a proper appropriate vacuum chamber that will hold vacuum. It arced over between here. There's a little black spot in there. In between the winding there. I reckon there might have been a smallest bubble in there. And I shook the hell out of it, made sure this thing was completely submerged, but no, there must have been a little tiny bubble in there. And that's why it arced over. Yeah, I need a bigger ferrite core too. It's a bit, this one works okay, but a bit too small, not getting much of an output. I used some canola oil in this, and sure enough, canola oil is quite sufficient as an insulating oil. I've got plenty of that, so I could use that stuff. Could try unwinding and rewinding this and just varnish over the arc over spot with some nail polish or something. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if a car horn can drive an ignition coil. It's a car horn's got a coil in there, and the coil is an electromagnet and pulls this disc back a bit ever so slightly on a set of contacts, and it swings back, disconnects, and DC attracts a magnet in, and it just oscillates in and out. I wonder if it can work a drive that. See if this Horny Driver works. Basically how it works. It's in series with the ignition coil, and it oscillated contact opening and closing and like that. I wonder if I can get the output of this coil. Let's see if it works. This is my Horny Ignition Driver circuit. It does work a little bit. Interesting. Let's see if I can inductive spark a mot or something. Yeah, proves principle there. Horny Flyback Driver. Let's see if this works. I need a lead to connect from there to my cathode somehow. Let's see how am I going to do this. Let's get there we go. This will do it. I'm probably going to get in the tripod out for this today. It's going to be a quick one. Right there on there. Well, now let's see if I get if even the slightest. The tiniest little bit of spark. I guess the Horny Flyback and Ignition Coil driver really isn't all that efficient. Interesting. Yeah. Same principle as the oscillating relay though, just not as efficient. Okay, let's move on to this WF3 60 amp watt-hour meter. This is a 19, it says in there seals. MJ, what's it say there? 1966 those seals were put on. And this thing's never been refurbished, so never been opened. So there's the mid-1960s era. Yep, 66 on that. There's a really old school lead seals. Made my own little terminal cover here. Purple lunchbox container lid. Painted the black on the outside, bolts on there. A bit flimsy and weak, but it does its job. All metal dial pointers on this one, even the 1/10 dial pointers are metal. A bit mucky. 250 PS per kilowatt hour, 10 to 60 amps, TY, 240 volt, 50 Hz, one phase. And we've got a little magnifying glass here, which I think, if I can hold it up correctly, used to look at the at a certain angle. Like I said, the gears there on the worm drive there. At a certain angle, that magnifying glass will allow you to see the worm drive meshing on the gear that drives the register. Thought that was kind of interesting. Alright, let's see if this works. Get rid of some glare. Shut this door behind me, you know. Too much glare otherwise. Takes care of a bit of it. load wheel marks are in sync. Let's get this thing powered up. I'm having a bit of trouble using the different speeds there. When I tested the other WF2s off camera, they seem to be a bit slower, but when I tested both the same, they were fine. So, yeah, not the constants of the diff speeds there would have been the same, but obviously it's a bit different here. In rush on my isolation transformer, let's turn it up. Oh, whoops, forgot to plug the variac in, that helps. Now it should work, turn that off. Variac's on 0, power on. Bit of inrush there. Hang on, oh, I must have turned something else off from the ballast. To put my other phantom lead in there. I got a green, older, thicker, more copper on those wires here. I seem to handle it a bit better. Didn't realise I forgot to connect that one now up. Now it should work. Let's see if this accuracy test works. Power on the variac. Yep, they're in sync. Oh, just. Get my clamp meter out here. $90 amps, so it's about 40 amps between these meters. 43 amps. It's going to go around, advance 1 to 3, and that should advance to 8. Yeah, I've also noticed all of my WF2s are noisy and rattly, but are accurate, so I think it's just a natural characteristic of those meters. Because some do and some don't rattle a lot. There's a tiny bit more. Just carefully feel this wire. Oh, getting a bit soft and squishy. Yeah, it's a problem with these bloody insulation. It gets too soft. I'll turn up a tiny bit more, I reckon. There you go. 50 amps between the 2 meters. 60 amp rated meter with 50 amps going through it, so that's 90. Yeah, almost 100% loaded. Yeah, this seems to be going faster. I might have to get a check meter with the same wheel speed, I think. And again, that wasn't right on a 0, and that one here was, so we'll allow for that. Yeah. Bloody insulations are left down. It gets too soft and squishy. But you can see the WF3 is almost pretty much at full load. She's going to get a good rollover soon on this ischrometer. Clogging up the kilowatt hours. Yeah, I need another wheel. I need another check meter with the same wheel speed to go against this one, because this one is 266.6 revs a kilowatt hour. It's only 250. That one here is going quicker. Hear that hum? It's not even perfectly straight either. There we go. Yeah. I reckon there to check meter with the exact same wheel speed to get a good test. That's 13,362. Yep, these wires are starting to smoke. Oh, that's soft. They're soft. Yep, the wires are getting too hot. If I use thicker cables, I won't fit in the bloody meter terminals. I'll turn it down to 120 volts. The wires filling the place of smoke. Yeah, I can't have any more than 50 amps going for it. That's why it's bloody pants. What have I got here? 40 amps. Yeah, I can't. Whoops, whoops, whoops. The wires are sticking together here now. This phantom loading transformer needs better wiring. It just gets too hot, soft and squishy. It's melting against the other bloody wire. Yeah, it's about halfway in this one, and that's almost there. I reckon I need another meter with the same mill speed, I think. Yeah. The previous test I did in the other WF2s were doing the same as this thing. So this will be accurate. It's just because it's a different wheel speed, it's not doing a kilowatt hour like this one here is. Yeah, it's doing the exact same thing the WF2s did. They all passed the accuracy test using this method. Yeah, it'll be accurate. It's exactly halfway when that one here gets to the full kilowatt hour. Interesting, yeah. But the speed difference does that. Yeah, here's 2. 1 kilowatt hour on that one, half on that one. Yep, it's exactly the same as the other ones did. Yeah, this one's passed the accuracy test. Anyway, power that off, potential off, variac off. Yeah, I only use what? 30 watt hours from the grid total doing this test. And you can see here the wire touching, shorting out. I don't want that. Yeah, it's way too soft. There's smoke in this joint from those bloody wires. Lots of smoke. No. That's the only wires I can use that'll fit in the meter terminals. If I use anything thicker than that, I won't be able to fit anything else in. So, yeah, that's my letdown. These bloody wires get too hot. But it passed the test. So let's give it a clean up. And we can call that one there done. There you go, it's all nice and clean. Looks better. Didn't bother about the paint splotches. I might have to use some hairspray to get rid of that, but yeah, I'm not really concerned about that at this stage. Got a bit of history behind it there. It cleaned up quite well. That sits on there. I'm having great trouble trying to find a screw that exactly fits those threads. They seem a bit different to the email threads, the threads in here, so be very careful not to force any screws in there and damage those threads. So the holes are a tiny bit off and I have to redo that. But that terminal cover sure makes it look a lot better. Have a good look at the inside. Nice big chunky current or load coil there. Brake magnets are in there. Interesting how they would adjust. So looks like you have to wedge a screwdriver in there and either push it up or down. From what I can see anyway, I can't see any adjustment points. But there's a calibrated steel metal gear train, aluminium gears. Plastic gear from the ram drive is plastic, and the gear that drives this is plastic, but the rest is all metal. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.